Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is a beautiful morning. December 19th, officially 1 week away from Christmas. 9:08 a.m. Central Standard Time, 38 degrees outside. Woohoo! Love it. Absolutely love it. Welcome to Slightly Early, a busy slate of games. Last night, of course, you can watch these live on playback.tv/slightlybiased. You can also watch all of the recordings on the Slightly Biased Clips YouTube channel. Again, a good amount of stuff to talk about from last night's slate of games. Of course, we have a losing streak, the likes of which we've never fucking seen, that continues to get worse. We have the Clippers winning 8 straight games. Kind of have to start having like real legitimate conversations about them. I'm happy that I think I was on the right side of history. I was on the right side of history in regards to the Clippers because I want to say I was like, hey guys, let's be a little more patient with this. Like I wasn't ready to write them off after wins, or after their 6 straight losses. They're really starting to figure some stuff out in a serious way. Time to take them serious. Again, the Pistons are up to 24? 24 straight losses for the Pistons. They're 3 or 4 away from the record. Yikes! Lost money on this one. I can't fucking believe I did it again. I bet on the Pistons to win again. Unbelievable. 24 straight. I mean, that's... Cade dropped 40 and you lost. Unbelievable. Timberwolves get a gutsy come from behind win against the Miami Heat. This game was intense. The Thunder win again. The Jazz beat the Nets. Kings beat up on the Wizards. Knicks beat the Lakers. I watched this game. Let's just start with this game. Let's just start with this one. Holy shit. How many of you are like diehard dog people? Are any of you like legitimate dog people? Because I like dogs, don't get me wrong. I guess let's just start with this. The Lakers raised their in-season tournament championship banner. And I've seen people go on Twitter, of course, and clown them for this. I actually like this. I talked about this on the stream last night. I actually like that they did this. You know, it's just one banner. They have all the space to add years if needed. I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with this. And it's good. And as I mentioned on the stream last night, it's good that a team like the Lakers won it because, you know, it gives credence to everyone else doing things. If that makes sense. Is this the dog? Okay, yeah. This fucking dog sitting courtside. Apparently, it's some influencer dog that has like millions of followers on Instagram or whatever. Let me just say this, man. Can I just say this? Right? Posting your dog on social media and shit like that, that's cool with me. Like, I have no problem with that. Post your dog. All of that's good. I'm cool with all of that. It all makes sense. I post my cat on social media. You know, that's where you should be posting your dog. Don't fucking bring your dog to a basketball game. And on top of that, don't fucking bring your dog to sit courtside. All right? I know that this is apparently he's a service dog. Apparently he's a service dog. Man, get serious. Get serious, please. This is a bear. Look at this guy's face. I mean, imagine paying tens of thousands of dollars, especially for a Knicks game, tens of thousands of dollars to sit courtside at a basketball game. I mean, to these people, that's probably nothing. And you got to sit next to a fucking dog the entire game. You know how mad I would be? What if that guy's allergic to dogs? Then what? Like, what if any of these people are allergic to dogs? Now what? They just have to sit and suffer? Because you had to bring your dog for Instagram clout? Look at this guy. This guy is furious. That is hilarious. He is seething. You could tell. I don't mind like service dogs if they're like real legitimate service dogs. But come on, man, get serious. Bringing this big fucking beast to sit courtside at a basketball game, like, come on, dude. Surely I'm not the only one who's like, dude, that's too far. That's too much. No one wants to see your dog in that capacity. I promise. No one wants to see your dog in that capacity. Anyways, the Lakers did lose this game. As B-Dot said in the chat a second ago, Julius Randle in his last 10 games has been going off. He played really well again in this game. 27 points, 14 rebounds, 12 of 22 from the field. Efficient. Had some very, very big baskets late in the game, for some very big plays late in the game to help seal the deal for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson has another great game, 29 points. Tough bucket after tough bucket down the stretch of this game. 20 off the bench for Quickly. Hartenstein had 17 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds. He's been really good. Isaiah Hartenstein is really, really good. 39 minutes off the bench since Mitchell Robinson has gotten hurt. People that bring their dogs out to public environments that aren't dog parks should be herded and shipped off to Antarctica. I mean, I do understand the service dog thing, and I'm okay with that. But I think there are some instances where you draw the line, especially like a dog like that, dude. Come on, this is an Instagram fucking clout dog. It is in every single way imaginable, and that is a beast. That is a huge dog. Imagine paying tens of thousands of dollars to sit courtside, and this is what's happening directly next to you. And this dog won fan of the game. I was watching it on League Pass when they were doing it. It was like a fan of the game competition. Some poor guy, up in section 300, probably been a Lakers fan his whole life, been waiting for this moment. He's dancing, he's feeling it, right? They pan to him. Is this the fan of the game? He's fucking getting after it. And then they pan to this dog. Or is this the fan of the game? And it's some dog sitting courtside. Everyone's like, yeah! Yeah! So stupid. So dumb. So, anyways, something interesting to note. The Lakers, since the in-season tournament final, I believe have lost 4 of their last 5 games, or 3 of their last 4 games. So they beat the Pacers in the in-season tournament final, and since then are 1-3, with their only win being a incredibly close 3-point game over the Spurs. So just something interesting to keep an eye on. LeBron did have a triple-double in that game. I mean, I'm not like totally concerned for them or like worried about them or anything like that, but just something interesting. Just something interesting to watch. Their offense just continues to be a struggle at times. And I don't know. I mean, it kind of stings losing games like these where like AD's playing really, really well and LeBron has a triple-double. Like, these aren't games that you're supposed to lose. Reeves has 20. Like, no one else shows up. As a European soccer fan, the last animal I saw during a game was a dead pig head. What y'all got there, man? What the hell y'all got going on? I'm kind of interested to look at some of the team stats here. Team rankings, EPM wise, because it tells you a much different story than like the cleaning the glass stuff. EPM has the Mavericks as a average team, 15th in the league, dead even. And I could see it. I could see that kind of being where they fall. But cleaning the glass has them. Sorry. Cleaning the glass has them kind of around the same, 13th. But interesting, in the last 2 weeks, top 13 in defense? Interesting. interesting, to say the least. I like the European. I like how serious European soccer fans get. You know, sometimes I think it's a little. Sometimes I think it's a little excessive. You know, sometimes I'm like, oh, I really want European soccer culture to come over to American sports culture. It would not work. It would not work. Anyways, every now and then I like to come and look at how teams are performing over the last 2 weeks. The Sixers have been incredible, obviously. The Clippers have won 8 straight games. They got their 8th straight win last night. An impressive win over the Pacers. Just dominated them. Tyrese Halliburton was pretty much nowhere to be found in this game. 8 points, 3 of 12, 4 turnovers. Did have 11 assists. Really was like complete and total non-factor in this game. It felt like watching it. And man, Harden has it rolling now. Like, Harden keeps having moments where he looks like Harden of old. Kawhi's been incredible lately. Like, just a basketball robot, basketball assassin. Doesn't miss. Gets to a spot. Hits that little midi that just automatic. His shot's like a straight line drive. And he goes in. It's starting to get a little spooky. And Harden was feeling it. Like getting hyped, talking shit. Oh, should we do an NBA? The NBA All-Star voting is live right now. Should we do a ballot? Should we do a ballot on the stream? I mean, that step back three is just disgusting and lethal. Yours is perfect? All right, we'll see about that. And one, and then he screams. Snow Angel screams at the camera. A little scary. A little scary. But anyways, the Clippers are absolutely rolling currently. Their defense looks great. And offensively, they're just firing on all cylinders, man. They have the number 1 offense in the league over the last 2 weeks. 132 offensive rating. That is absurd. And the Mavericks play them tomorrow night, of course. Obviously, like these type of stats can be very much skewed by who you've played. Like, for example, the Philadelphia 76ers just had a stretch of their schedule where they played the Pistons twice, the Wizards twice, the Hornets and the Hawks, I believe, were their 6 wins. And they lost last night to the Bulls, who just keep rattling off wins. I mean, 4-3 over their last 7 games. I think all 7 of those games without Zach LaVine, like they're just rattling them off. Will be brutal tomorrow. Might take a 1-month break, not going to lie. I don't know. I mean, the Mavericks just need players back. That's just really it. I just hate going on Twitter after every Mavericks game recently, especially like games they lose and there's like a million think pieces. Just like, dude, they just need players back. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to win basketball games consistently when you're missing so many players. Kobe White has another great game. Damn near a 25-point triple-double. He's been unbelievable. That looks like one of the best contracts in the league all of a sudden. Let's pull up his basketball reference page. It's frustrating. Just want the team to be healthy. They've been staying afloat. Yeah, they've done a great job. Like, it's funny because, like, I mean, this pops up in my chat all the time. I saw it in, like, the comment section of the Lockdown Mavs video. People who are like, Luka needs to leave. Luka needs to leave Dallas. It's like, dude, honestly, the fact that they're 16-9, are they 16-10 now? 16-10, 6 games over 500. 16-10 with the 5 spot in the West, considering their injuries and how many games they've had key players miss, is actually a testament to how deep the team is, believe it or not. I know that it's really frustrating and all of that, but believe it or not, like them staying afloat and playing this well, despite some of their injuries, is a testament to how good they've been, how like kind of deep they are. What's Kobe White been on like the last few weeks? This month in 8 games, 25 points a game, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. We can round up and say 7 of each of those. 68% true shooting. Holy shite. 50% from 3. Damn. On high volume, too. He's like 9 threes a game. Almost 9 threes a game. Shooting 50% from 3. Been on fire, man. Is he like a... What would he have to do to win most improved? To me, he like perfectly fits what a most improved player should look like. Who's even the front runner right now? Who's the front runner for it? Is it? Surely it's not Tyrese Halliburton, right? I think Tyrese Halliburton. I don't like Tyrese Halliburton. Let's see. My hope is that Kyrie and D-Live will be back for Christmas. Yes, I hope so as well. I think looking at betting odds is probably the best way to see who's really in control of the awards. Like Jokic is plus 210 right now. Luka's plus 400. Embiid's plus 400. Most improved. Oh, Tyrese Maxey. Okay. Kobe White does have the 4th best odds, so there is that. Maxey makes sense. He's definitely improved. I do kind of not enjoy. I do kind of not enjoy. That even fucking makes sense. I do kind of not enjoy. I kind of don't like giving it to a guy like Maxey because he was already really good. Now he just has a bigger role. But I do completely understand it, though. He's going to be like a for sure all-star. Şengün, I get Şengün too. He's definitely improved tremendously. See, like Scotty Barnes, that would be so fucking stupid. He won the Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. Kobe White, that's the type of player I'm talking about. Tyrese Halliburton, he was an all-star last year. Reggie Jackson not being a 6 man of the year candidate is Robbie right now. Just don't think there's a world where Tim Hardaway should not be like the comfortable betting favorite currently. Yeah, where even is Reggie? Damn, he's not even here. They don't even have him listed. Yeah, he's had some moments where he's like single-handedly carried them to wins, which is funny. Watching Home Alone and it's 40 degrees out. That's actually nuts. Rudy Gobert looks like a comfortable favorite currently. Win Defensive Player of the Year. Really thought it would be Bam's year, but it's just not going to be Bam's year. Unfortunate. Chet's minus 125 and Vic is minus 115. That's crazy. Ami Jaquez, Brandon Miller, Asar Thompson, Derek Lively, plus 15,000. Toronto's a lot of defensive elite players, not going to lie. Yeah, they got some good defensive personnel. They're just like painfully average. Kind of weird how good the Nets have been. Like, the Nets have quietly been a really solid team this year. Much more solid than I was kind of anticipating. I mean, they're 13-13. That's around what I thought they would be, a 500 team, but I don't know. Their offense is much better than I thought it would be. They have a top 11 offense. Yeah, Ja back tonight. That should be fun. I'm excited for that too. Just I didn't think there'd be this many toilet teams in the NBA. You know, I didn't think there would be. Like I think we kind of all thought going into the season, oh my God, the league is so deep. There's so many great teams, so many great talent. Like Detroit is historically bad. The Spurs have been fucking horrible. The Wizards have been fucking terrible. Although they got a win last night. Who'd they beat? Or if it wasn't last night, it was recently. Was it the night before? Oh, sorry, the Pacers last week. They're stocking up. They're stacking up those wins, baby. 2 in the last month. Dude, Minnesota is 20-5. Why can't the Mavs ever have some nice ass shit like that? That's kind of crazy. They're 20-5, and they're winning very impressive games. Like last night was an incredibly impressive win for them. Coming back like that against the Heat. They're good, man. They're good. Mavs are cursed. No, Minnesota's just built a good team, and you know what? I talked about this with Nick last night on Locked On Mavs. Is it was a little bit rough at times last year, and all of the pundits, you know, myself included, said, dude, they should just blow this up. Like trade Cat, see what you can get for Gobert. Like this is terrible. Fuck this. They held steady. They let these guys get another year or so under their belt, right? Let them have a full offseason to play next to each other, prepare next to each other. And it's paid off in dividends. But I was trying to start preaching this to Mavs fans for the remainder of this season. Be patient. There's going to be some games here and there that suck along the way. Like there will be. That's okay. It's a process. Let Lively get a little bit more time under his belt. He's already been incredible, but let him get a little bit more time under his belt. Let some of these other guys get used to playing next to Luka. Like it's been great at times, but now we're starting to see some of these guys like Derrick Jones Jr. going to shooting slumps. Like that's going to happen, right? Like it's gonna be a process. They're trying to build the team. They're trying to. It feels like they're going away from we need to trade. We need to trade everyone. We need to trade everyone. Like the moment this isn't working, we need to make a trade. It feels like they're trying to actually build a team and let them build organically and grow organically. Your optimism is damn near delusional. I mean, I just see the vision. I didn't see any vision last year. That's why I was so upset. I didn't see any fucking vision for the Mavericks a year ago. I had no idea what they were doing. I don't think they had any idea what they were doing. But now I actually see a vision. I see light at the end of the tunnel. They would have let this team grow organically from like 3 years ago. They'd actually be in a great spot. So I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit here, but I was thinking about this because I was just kind of thinking what I wanted to say about the Mavericks, and I knew that this would like pop up. The KP trade had to happen though. Like it just did. It wasn't working. It had to happen. They tried to build it there. It wasn't happening. That trade had to happen. You had to keep Brunson. Like they fucked that up. Last time LeBron had a single-digit scoring game, January 5th, 2007. Slightly was 20 going to see Spider-Man 3. Yeah, me and my college friends, we were on our way to see Spider-Man 3 with Sandman. That Spider-Man 3 came out in 2007? Really? With the Sandman and Venom? That's shocking. I guess that makes sense, but that feels like a 2010s movie in my brain. Feels like a 2010s movie in my brain. Spider-Man 3 was good. God, it's been a long time since I've watched. I honestly, I can't say I remember much. What was I about to talk about? I was about to talk about something else. Oh, God. You guys let me get derailed. And now look. Now we have no idea what we're talking about. Brunson, no. Much earlier. And then I got so derailed. Now it's actually not processing in my brain. I think it was about maybe Ja being back. I was just kind of saying we didn't expect this many terrible teams. So the Grizzlies, I think they've dug themselves way too deep of a hole. Like, it'd be a miracle if they snuck into a playing spot at this rate, but it'll just be nice to see another team get back to being somewhat competitive. You know, see this team get back to being like somewhat competitive. Get this team out of this dog shit tier. Yeah, I miss seeing Ja too. Again, I just don't want like this many bad teams in the league. It just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks seeing so many terrible teams. The Ja Morant Grizzlies will be much more formidable than what they are right now. Bro probably thinks Toronto and Atlanta are the mid ever. I'm not even sure Atlanta is mid. I think they're just bad. I don't even think these teams are mid. I think they're just like probably bad. Maybe Atlanta's mid. Atlanta's like has the talent to be much better than they are, obviously, but Toronto is mid. They can't shoot. Grady Dick is like, I mean, it's been so terrible. It's like so bad. I don't know. It's like, do you even bounce back from being this bad at any point? I did see a Grady Dick has a podcast. I think that's fine. I know that he's been fucking terrible in the G League, so like people are upset by that. I saw Raptors fans. They're like, dude, what the hell, man? This guy only cares about his podcast. It's like, well, you know, they're not playing basketball 24/7. And I get it. Like, if you're Grady Dick, think about it. If you're Grady Dick, the way that you've played so far in your very, very limited time in the NBA and your time in the G League, you might not have a platform much longer. Like, truth be told, you might be a graduate assistant coach for the Kansas Jayhawks before too long. Like, let's just be real. Obviously, I think that he can figure it out, but is he playing better in December? Okay, his G League stats in December, 5 games. He's up to 39% from the field. 35% from 3. I mean, still bad, but it's a noted improvement of where it was. Real NBA players don't struggle in the G League. I mean, like, Mac McClung is tearing it up in the G League. He has like 25 points a game. You think winning the in-season tournament make other teams beat them more? Like, are you saying, do I think them winning the in-season tournament like makes teams want to play them harder? No. No, I don't think the in-season tournament has really any real impact on like what the Lakers have going on. Some of their losses too have just been tough. Like, they've been close competitive games that they're in and they just lose. You know, that game against the Mavericks, they played well, but Exum just went nuts from 3. Luka was just dicing them up. Shit happens. It's the toughest things for fans to process. Sometimes shit just happens and you lose. It sucks. You know, you want to blame someone, you want to fire someone, you want to trade someone after every loss, but sometimes shit just happens. The Spurs were going to end their losing streak. They weren't going on a 20-plus game losing streak like the Pistons. Devin Vassell went crazy. Anthony Davis didn't play in this game. Yeah, LeBron scored LeBron played well in this game, but 42% from three for the Spurs. Every starter scored in double digits. Wembanyama went crazy. Paying a coach a historical contract only to go on a historic losing streak really is something, huh? I mean, Monty Williams, too. That's what's crazy. You know, like, I would get it if, like, Pop were available for some reason. Or, like, in the NFL, like, Bill Belichick might get fired. That's what people are saying. It would make sense if a team that has been historically kind of not good, especially recently, to go out and we need a stabilizer. We'll pay a lot of money just to have him in the building. You know, like if Greg Popovich became available and they're like, we need someone who's been there and who knows how to, deal with situations like this. We'll pay him out the ass. Monty Williams, like by the time Monty Williams got fired, Suns fans like wanted him gone. Like he was kind of considered a bad coach. Just weird. I don't know. But also like, paying a coach doesn't go against your salary cap or anything like that. I don't know. Like, how much does it really matter?
Paul George. I'll tell you who's better. Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton is better than Jason Tatum. Chris Middleton. And I'll tell you why. He averages 21 points per game. The light just shut off, Riff. Please plug it back. Because I'm saying something important right now. Chris Middleton averages...
How long ago was this?
21 points per game. Jason Tatum averages 24. That's fine. 4 more points per game. But Tatum plays 4 more minutes. Come on. Middleton will get those points.
Middleton
He
is
averages...
mid. He's mid.
Chris Middleton averages 4.2 assists per game.
That dude is a...
Tatum averages 3. Middleton beats him in that.
Middleton
with
is
less
above...
minutes.
Middleton is an above average 3 and D.
And now...
It was the year Middleton got hurt, so maybe 2020. Dude, there was like legit Kuzma versus Tatum arguments back in the day. Like that those were things. Think he'll get fired after the record is broken? No fucking way. I mean, dude, they'd have to pay him out $80 million. There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way Monty Williams gets fired. Well, I don't want to say no way. Because I would have said no way the Pistons push a 30-game losing streak at any point during the season. But I'd be very surprised if they fire him. It's similar to like college coaching contracts, right? You have to buy out everything. Unless there's some weird clause in the contract, which I doubt. Like, you have to buy out the rest of his $80 million. Dude, they're so fucking bad. It's like unbelievable. I want someone to go back through time and look up the funniest this guy versus that guy arguments because Tatum versus Kuzma is crazy. You don't remember those, Dandy? I mean, they were like Lakers delusion, and it was after 2020 when the Lakers won the finals. But yes, those were like real talking points. I feel like pretty much everyone sided with Tatum, but like they were actual debates being had. Trying to think of some of the other funny ones. I mean, usually it's when players are young. There's going to be a lot of funny, like, can't believe we were comparing this guy to Luka for so long. Like, yeah, Luka and Trae Young. Even like Luka and Ja, like that was a thing. What year was that? Was that 2 years ago? When Ja and the Grizzlies were really breaking out. Like that was a thing nonstop. Would you rather build your team around Luka or Ja Morant? Like that was that like led almost every single fucking talk show, NBA related talk show. The day after a Grizzlies win. Yeah, but at least those guys are all-stars. Kyle Kuzma, though. Yeah, true. True. The Kuzma one was crazy. Like, that was just peak Lakers delusion. I mean, it really was. Kind of hilarious. I still, like, I'm upset that I can't remember what I wanted to talk about earlier. It's a shame. No, it wasn't about. It wasn't about it. How about the Bulls, man? Is this maybe bad for them? Like, is there a world in which they see this and they're like, actually, we're like one piece away. Like, let's trade Zach LaVine, but outside of that, we're like one piece away from really being good. That is lurking. Stephen A said Ja, they picked Ja. Yeah, I remember that vividly. Hilarious. I think it makes you trade everyone old and kind of try to build around like White and Williams, which doesn't sound that good either. I mean, building around Kobe White and Patrick Williams, at least you have somewhat interesting young guys. And you can still be bad enough to maybe end up high in the lottery. But yeah, will you be bad enough to like you get a number 1 overall pick? That is the question. Because Kobe White's what, 23? Yeah, 23 years old and on a very, very friendly contract. I mean, look at this contract. $12 million a year over the next 3 years. The Mavs need Miles Bridges and Nick Richards from Charlotte. I was also thinking about this yesterday. I'm very interested to see how the Miles Bridges situation unfolds. Not that I'm saying I'm going to him or anything. But some team's going to get him. This is the NBA. He got denied entry into Canada last night. Fucking embarrassment. But some team's going to. Some team's either going to trade for him or sign him in the offseason. And it's going to be a pretty big signing. Like whatever team gets him, he's going to help them win. Imagine the Raptors. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't seem like that would be very smart. At least the bad teams, like he would have to live in the United States and only play road games. At least the bad teams in the West are fun. We just went through the Raptors, Bulls, and Wizards, and it's also icky. To be fair, the Bulls have been kind of fun lately. But yes, the Raptors are just a chore to watch. I don't really enjoy watching them very much. You know, it's kind of fun to watch Scotty, but the Wizards are a fucking debacle too. I really thought like going that there's not going to be any bad, like terrible teams. All these teams are so talented. These teams suck. These teams absolutely suck. It still doesn't even make sense though. Like when you look at the Pistons team, it does not make sense that they've lost 24 games. It like doesn't add up. I mean, a big reason why, and like Pistons fans have given him a ton of bail, and I get it, but he has been bad this year. Cade Cunningham, he was good last night, but he straight up needed to be better. I mean, Asar Thompson, a promising rookie, offensively horrible, but still a promising rookie. Jaden Ivey, a top 5 pick a year ago. Cade Cunningham, first overall pick 2 years ago. Boyan's back, and he's been pretty good. There's no way this team should be losing 24 games in a row. Like, there's just no way. What are two realistic additions the Mavs can make? I really don't. I'm not looking at that shit until January. Unless, like, rumors come out, like, real substantiated rumors, like, I guess the Isaiah Stewart thing. Or, a trade actually happens. I'm really not thinking about that. Too much. Like, too much can happen between now and then, dude. Like, just thinking about over the last 2 weeks, the Clippers are on an 8-game winning streak. Like, before that, people were like, oh my God, like, Paul George maybe get traded? So who knows? Who knows when trades finally start happening, like a month from now? Who knows where teams are going to be? What if the Bulls keep winning and they're like 3 games over 500? What if the Hawks keep losing and now it's like, well, they might fucking trade everyone. They might be a fire sale. What if the Jazz go on like an 8-game winning streak? Not gonna happen. They're 8-5 at home, but what the hell? I don't see how the Stewart edition helps the Mavs with like the size of the center position. He's the same height as Luka. Yeah, no, Nick and I talked about this after the show. I've watched a kind of embarrassing amount of Pistons games this year for a non-Pistons fan because I have embarrassingly bet on them an embarrassing amount of times. I don't know. He's just like a tweener, but not in a good way. Tweener, but not in the good way. He's like not skilled enough really to play the 4 and not good enough defensively on the perimeter to play the 4, but he's also like too small to play the 5 consistently. He doesn't rebound anywhere near well enough to play the 5. Not a good finisher at the rim whatsoever either. But like as a backup center, I think he'd be fine. But then it gets to like the point where it's like, what are you trading? Because are the Pistons just going to get rid of him just because they want to just get players off their roster? Like they want to rid this losing stench from their team, and you can just get these guys for next to nothing? Okay. I'm interested, I guess. But if it's like we're having to give up real significant trade assets, yeah, that's when I start to like lose interest. That's one Zeke Naji. Miami Heat have interest in Donovan Mitchell. Come on, Brooke. Please, Brooke. It makes so much sense. It would make me look like a fucking genius that I predicted Donovan Mitchell getting traded to the Nets in the summer. Please. It genuinely makes so much sense for him to be a Brooklyn Net. Miami makes some sense. Miami definitely makes some sense. Do the Mavs, do you extend Derrick Jones Jr. Exum soon or wait it out? You have Exum next year too. Derrick Jones Jr. I don't even know what they can give him in an extension. I don't know how that. Be on a day stream. I hope so. Any other the Dunk Central? Why did NBA Central change the name to Dunk Central? Because of all of the fake accounts. The best and worst 3-point shooter on every NBA team right now. NBA legend says Draymond Green would never slap anyone in the 90s. He'd have been in the hospital every other week. Yawn. Interview with Ronnie 2K, who is the best NBA 2K player, 2024 championship favorites. I think. Yeah, I'm tired, dude. I need to go get a coffee. All right, I don't really have much else to talk about. A pretty interesting slate of games tonight across the league. Obviously, Ja Morant makes his return against the Pelicans on TNT. They had this game scheduled on TNT. That's actually really funny. Spurs Bucks. Milwaukee is a 16.5 point favorite. Not a single line in this game. Not a single spread in this game under 5 points tonight. That sucks. Warriors Celtics is kind of fun, actually. Damn how the Warriors have fallen, dude. 5.5 point underdogs at home. Steph playing. Clay playing. Wiggins playing. 5.5 point home dog. How the mighty have fallen. Suns, Trailblazers. Some good ones. I'm excited. We'll be live here again tomorrow. 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Playback.tv/ShellyBias if you're watching this on YouTube. Every morning. Except some morning. But most mornings.